So my lovelies, just getting comfortable on your mats. Take a lovely deep breath, maybe a nice long sigh. And just come into your skin. How are you feeling today? Being aware of the areas that are tender at times. And just noticing what you can and can't do today. If something doesn't feel right or it aggravates, just change the posture or alter it in some way, or even come out and choose something else that you know your body can move into. That's always far more important than following necessarily what a teacher is describing. So just rooting down. And as you root, try to let go of whatever might be playing on your mind or bothering you. Try to use the roots as a way of letting go down into Mother Earth, allowing that energy to be transmuted, and also using the roots to draw up what you might need today. If you need a little bit more of a boost of energy, or you just need a bit more self-compassion and quiet time for yourself, and take that up through your roots as well. So with that, just thinking about what you might need from your day, from yourself. Perhaps thinking of a few nice positive phrases to repeat to yourself. Or at least creating a phrase or a quote that when you catch yourself being negative in the inner dialogue, flipping it consciously to something positive. So just being aware also of your breath. How does it feel to breathe today? Does it feel easy to take in life, take in energy and prana? And so when you're ready, we'll come to Zazen. If you're lying down, have a moment hugging your knees in and rocking on your back. If you're already seated, then maybe just rolling the shoulders, tilting the head. Just getting a bit more aware of the body and comfortable. Let's practice mindfulness of breath. It's one we do quite frequently. The 4 phases of counting the out breath, 1 to 10, then the in breath, and then relaxing that count, and then really tuning into the whole feeling of the mechanics of your breath, being mindful. It's nice to repeat certain practices because they will shift over time, over sort of months and years. You might find you drop into it so much more quickly. The counting part might become annoying and you just want to get into being mindful. So notice how practices shift for you too. So we'll start with, and it usually takes about 5 minutes, resting hands. Let the eyelids drop, and we'll start with the counting out breath 1 to 10. You don't have to rush this. You can really enjoy some long breaths here. And just as we start to sit here, relaxing your body. After 10, begin to count the in-breath. After 10, just stop counting. And now really draw your mind and awareness to the whole feeling of breathing around the nostrils, how your ribs expand, the shoulders lift gently, breath down to the belly. Just take another breath, just being mindful, and then gently we'll blink our eyes open, coming back. How did it feel? Always have that lovely little thought afterwards. How did it feel, perhaps compared with other times we've sat in that practice? So we're going to start with caterpillar, a forward folding posture. If you want a small blanket under the knees, that's lovely. Just walking out the sit bones, the pads of your buttocks, so your sit bones connect more to the mat. And then just explore, relaxing the legs and gently softening forwards. Enjoy being curious about how much tension your body holds and how often you have to keep coming back and releasing. Trying to still be aware of the breath coming all the way down to the belly and moving up around to the chest. And gradually you can notice if you can soften around the shoulders and upper back. Keep noticing if you can relax around the mid-back as well. And then letting the head soften. Trying to be in the moment, but also noticing all the number of thoughts that might come in to your mind over these 5 minutes. Stay following your breath. Even if you want to return to the mindfulness of breath, the counting parts. Noticing if you can soften a little bit more into the pose now that we've sat here a little while. As you sit here, what do you feel the most? Is it stretching the calf muscles or the backs of the knees? Is it the back of the thighs and your hamstrings or your lower back? Is it quite an even stretch through the back of your body? This is lovely for your bladder energy. So let's just take one more breath here, slowly lifting up and observing everything that you feel as you just lift your body, the relief that comes in, and then we'll just gently lie down. Nice and slowly, planting the back down very gradually so that you can really feel the after effects of caterpillar. And as we lie down, that lovely stretch out of the front of the body. So just take a few moments. If you need to just rock your pelvis, wag your tail, just let your spine settle. And then as you relax, tuning into the temperatures that you feel throughout your body, spots of coldness or coolness even, tingling. Every breath is that opportunity just to relax a bit more through your back. as your arms just relax to the sides of your body, are they tense in any way? Are your shoulders relaxed? Just really wonderful having these few moments of being completely conscious and aware of your body. All aspects. And then gently, when you're ready, just bring your right knee in and then your left knee, have a little rock. Bringing your head up for a stretch if that feels good too. And then we're going to counterpose this with seal. So rolling over onto belly. You can use a cushion or not. I like to, just to have it under the ribs. It just is a little bit more comfortable and allows you to relax a bit more into this pose. And then if you have a block or 2 blocks that you want to use for your head, it can just take a bit of tension out of the neck. One less thing to have to be holding on to. So trying to let your legs relax. Your heels may just drop into the centre line. Noticing if you can relax the buttocks and gently the lower back usually softens and gives way a bit as we stay here. And just judging today by your own body, how high or low away from the mat you want to be. Just altering your elbows. And this is a really lovely pose to focus your belly breathing. A lovely expansion in the back. And as we breathe deeply here, if your eyes are closed, you can imagine all the air coming into all the little air sacs in our lungs, inflating all the little pockets that look like little trees. And you can visualize the inflation, all the air coming in, all the oxygen flowing through into the blood, circulating around our body, nourishing us. And after a while in this pose, you might have softened enough and you might want to come up a little higher or draw the elbows further in and just explore just a gentle, a bit more of a gentle back bend. Just checking if you're clenching anywhere. Relax a bit more. And then one more breath. Lifting our head slowly. And then coming onto our backs. If you used a block for your head, keep it handy. We're going to come into supported bridge next. And if you don't want to use a block, you can always use a bolster or something just to lift your body. So relaxing down. And how does this feel when we come back to the mat? Counterposing caterpillar with seal. Maybe it's easier to relax. Where do you find the chi moving? You might find it a bit more in the chest or lower part of the ribs, the front of the body. So let's just take another breath here, witnessing what we're feeling, thinking, and then hugging in. Take your time here. There's no rush to move into the next pose. If you really need to have a rock and ease your back, just enjoy taking the knees further away and rocking more on your tailbone. As you draw the knees in, you can just roll through that lumbar and sacral part of the body. And then gently, we'll come into bridge, choosing whether you want it on the high level block or the low level. Today I'm going to go lower. I just feel like that's what my body needs. So lifting up and just placing the block on whichever height you choose on that sacral part of our body. Try not to have it on your lumbar vertebrae. So I always kind of line it with the top of my buttocks. It's that sort of flat part of your body that you'll feel. And then just relaxing. You can try both heights. You might find the tall height too much today, or you come on the lower and think, oh no, I'll challenge myself and come up a bit higher. Just listen to your body rather than the ego. Sometimes the ego wants to make us do something that isn't aligned. So just keep checking with your upper back and your shoulders. Sometimes I find here that the shoulders start creeping up towards the ears. Trying to relax your buttocks and thighs. And you can always alter the posture partway through if it doesn't feel right. So perhaps closing your eyes, just following your breath, noticing your thoughts. Notice if your thoughts amuse you, whether you kind of laugh at how quickly a thought flits from one to another, or perhaps how you're on one thought over and over again, just being curious and amused at how the mind works. And if you witness yourself being negative, just trying to flip that narrative to something kinder, more positive. Keep relaxing the upper back and shoulders. Gently noticing the breath, how the belly lifts, falls. Following your breath, you'll notice it more in your belly, but enjoying the movement of the breath into the chest. And then we'll just take one more breath here. Nice and slowly, lifting your body away and just gently coming down. And just enjoying a few breaths here, noticing again how your body's feeling. Relaxing, nice long breaths. And then when you're ready, let's bring our knees in. We're going to come into heart bench or bench, whichever suits you more today. I know you all know, but bench is the one where we just lie over the cushion, taking it a little bit further from the body so that we come more into the upper body. And then heart bench, if you want to, listen to how your body feels. Sometimes you'll really want to challenge, not challenge, but enjoy the feeling it gives you. And then other times you feel like, I need to be softer today. So let's come down. Lying back over that block and just adjusting it ever so gently as to where you feel like you need it to be. And then that top block just resting the head. But please, if this doesn't feel right for you today in an emotional way or even a physical way, you can come into the more restorative posture, bench. And relaxing. And enjoying the breath here, it feels very different from bridge. Still lovely to breathe into the belly. This poses such a lovely opportunity to tune into your emotional state at the moment, how you're feeling, and also how you want to be feeling. Can you relax your lower back through your legs and your buttocks? So witnessing your thoughts. Does your breath feel very gentle here? Can you still allow it to be quite deep into the body? And then one more breath. Gently supporting how you come up, lifting your head first, and then just using your arms to lift your body, gently coming down. And just really enjoying noticing how your back feels through all these different movements today, with the forward fold with caterpillar, a gentle lumbar arch with seal. Bridge is just nice throughout the whole back, and then that heart bench or bench, whichever you chose, targeting the thoracic spine and upper back more. And then we'll just have a few more moments here and come into hammock, which is really lovely through all of the back, but especially the upper part, neck. That cervical spine. So just relaxing for a few more moments, just take a few more conscious breaths. And then we'll hug our knees in gently. It's interesting, each time we come into Shavasana and a nice little rock, how it feels different through our body as we just work through different postures. So rolling up, grabbing your strap. And then pop it round the right foot. Lie down, and then the other end of the loop just around the base of your skull, not the neck, just that lower part of your head. So the straps just cover the tops of your ears. And then your left leg, either you can have it bent like this if you wish, or you can have it stretched out along the floor, whatever feels a bit more comfortable for you. And then just getting used to this posture, whether you like to push into the foot so that you stretch a lot more through the back of the neck, being gentle there with the neck though, or whether you let your head become really quite heavy and then you feel it a lot more through your back of your leg. And maybe you just sort of find that middle point, which is quite nice, stretching both. This is a nice posture for stretching the back of your leg, which is targeting the bladder channel again. And quite nourishing around your neck. But also having the leg raised, sort of get the benefits of an inversion, fluid running back to the heart. And just seeing if you can become aware of your breath. Notice if your belly feels tight, if the abdominal muscles are tight. Just relaxing. You might notice that a bit sort of bending into the knee a little bit reduces some tension that you're holding, yet you can still enjoy the stretch. A few moments of stillness, noticing your thoughts. And just returning every now and then to whether your buttocks are tight and whether you're tightening through the abdomen. Noticing if you can straighten your leg a bit more, and that feels good. And then it's quite nice to, if you want to, unhook the strap and then just holding on to it, have a few moments to just stretch out. Just slow movements, don't have to be really fast, but just enjoy positioning the leg a different way, stretching out to the side, higher up, feeling the inner thigh stretch there. And maybe you like to take it across the body, but noticing where you take it across the body, it might stretch a bit too much. And then bending and straightening the leg as you wish. And then just gently we'll lower the foot down. I like to just swap feet while I'm here, but still have a moment to just lie back and notice the difference between the right side and left side. Deep breath, relax. Where can you feel chi moving? Temperature shifts. Sometimes it takes a moment for the temperature to develop through your body, perhaps the inner thighs, inner knee. And then when you're ready, we can just come into the other side. If you want to hug the knees in first, you can do, but as I've got the strap around my foot, it feels quite good just to come into the other side. So again, just always reminding you to pop it around the base of the skull and not the neck. And enjoying how this feels. One leg might feel tighter than the other. There's always sometimes a slight difference in our flexibility. You might notice you get a little bit of a shake in one leg, a little quiver. So trying to relax the belly and abdomen, softening buttocks and lower back. And enjoying either pushing into the foot for a little stretch in the neck, or allowing the head to be heavy and a stretch through the leg. How does this feel compared with your other side? How much can you push into your foot and enjoy that lovely little kind of gentle stretch through your neck without it creating any sensation that doesn't feel good. Gently, you might be able to straighten your leg a bit more. Notice if you tense in the right leg that's on the mat. And then if you want to, let's just unhook, or you can stay there if you wish. You can unhook the strap and we'll just have a little bit of a play with the movement. Just enjoying all the different muscles that you feel as you move your leg very gently, different directions. Perhaps at what degree you find it really comfortable to have it nice and straight. If there is an uncomfortable sensation as you cross your body with your leg. Lovely stretch on the inner thigh as you take the leg out wide to the side. And then just gently, we'll lower down. Release your strap, have a few moments allow your body back into neutral spine. Again, just shuffle your hips, wag your tail, rock your pelvis a few times. Find that nice natural position in Shavasana. And relax. Perhaps you can feel tingling around your foot where the strap has been as well. And then when you're ready, we'll hug our knees in. Have a lovely stretch here. Rocking, bringing the head up. And then coming into relaxation. So lying down, coming up seated, whatever feels right in the moment. And if you'd like a blanket over you, get yourself cosy, nice and warm. Let's see what our angel cards have to say today. On this lovely sunny day that feels like spring is on the way. What wisdom, what little message. This one's Adriana. So this one says, I am leading you towards the answer to your prayers. Please listen and follow the steps I'm communicating through your intuition, thoughts and dreams. We have heard your prayers and we are glad that you've asked us to help you. As you may know, we can only help you if you request assistance. The way that we angels answer your prayers is by giving you guidance that will lead you to take the steps towards your higher self's will. Notice repetitious thoughts and feelings, or vivid visions, dreams, or auditory messages. These are my loving messages urging you to take action or make changes. I will make sure that you are safe while you follow this divine guidance. Together we work to co-create your answered prayer. So another little reminder really just to listen out and be just that bit more aware of messages that come to us. Perhaps a song on the radio, something you read as you pass a newsstand. Feathers are what I like to look out for, little white feathers as I walk. So just have a few moments, let's just relax now. Very gently. Just notice what that thought was you last had. And just bringing your awareness to your breath. As you have a few more moments to lie or sit there, just noticing how long you can stay conscious of the breath until the mind will naturally take you away. As you wiggle fingers and toes now, or maybe rock the head from side to side, just being in the moment. And then if you're lying down, maybe just hugging in, having a lovely stretch, taking the arms overhead perhaps. What feels good? And then gently coming up to seated, taking a moment. It's always nice when we come up just to root ourselves down again, feeling safe and secure. And then as we bring hands to heart, Om Shanti. Namaste.